Alright, so back to the tutorial. Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron Norris here with Shearperfection, and today we're going to be teaching you guys how to cut fine, thick hair. How I usually cut fine, thick hair is I want to wet the hair so that I can make all my partings to be able to see how far I want to bring the haircut up. So I'm going to wet the hair right now. So we've already made our partings, and so now we're going to bring the haircut in. We're going to bring his profile in and make sure that everything here, all this weight, we're gonna shorten and bring it closer into the haircut. All right. Good. So since we're bringing that profile in, I want to make sure I'm going with my 2-guard, and as I get to the top, I'm kind of pulling away. We still want to keep some of that weight so we can blend it in with the top. So that first step, we wet the hair. Second step, we took our 2-guard. After we parted it, we took our 2-guard and we kind of went up all the way to the top of the parietal ridge. We left the weight, and so now what we're going to do next is pretty much we're just going to go ahead and do the, did you want to do the taper or the fades?
Taper.
Taper? Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and taper the temples and the nape area. Once we get finished with the tapers, then we're going to go up to the top of the haircut and fine tune the haircut. All right. Good. So with fine hair, you always have to make sure that whenever you start doing the fading, you got to make sure that you start lower than where you expected, because with fine hair, sometimes you can bring up that fade too high just because the hair is so fine. And when it's cut short, it looks like it's lower than what it actually is. 0.5 at the bottom, but from far away, it actually kind of looks like it's bald. And that's just one of the things that you have to deal with fine hair, is that it always looks shorter, or it always looks like it's cut shorter in some areas than what it actually is. Alright, so our taper is done on the nape, and now we're going to go on the temple areas. So we finished the tapers on the sides and the back. I'm going to stop them right here. So if you can kind of notice that our profile is still going out, okay? So we're going to bring this profile in, all right? So we're going to make the haircut come closer to the head, and then we're going to complete it with our finishing style, okay? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and fine tune the haircut. So like I said, we're going to bring that profile in. We're going to draw the haircut or this weight closer to the head. And I'm going to do that with scissor over comb, all right? So scissor over comb, taking my comb. I'm actually putting the comb flat to the surface of his head, all right? And then whatever pokes out from the comb, that's what I want to cut, all right? Now we don't want to angle the comb this way, because if I cut this way, then we're going to have that round shape, and we may even cut too far into our transition to the top, okay? So what we want to do is, we want to go in, flat to the surface of the head, all right? Whatever's out, cut, cut. You can actually start to see the shape of the haircut forming as I perform this step right here. I want to show you guys the difference of the sides real quick. So this is the side with the shear over comb, okay? Shear over comb side, and then here is the regular side with the 2-guard, all right? So this side still has the weight. We still have to bring that profile in a little bit on this side. Flat to the shape of the head. Because like I said, we don't want to cut into our weight or transition into the top of the haircut. That's going to be very important for our finishing style. My fault. Alright, so another reason why we want to have the hair saturated, keeping it damp, is because whenever we are cutting fine hair, and fine hair is damp, you're able to see weight lines in the hair before you even have the finished product. So right now, I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but there's a weight line right in here, and so all I'm going to do is just comb it down. This side is pretty much blended, but right in here is where we have our weight. So I'm going to actually come in and pick up that hair, okay? So I'm going to come in and pick it up, all right? You see that hair that's hanging over? That's what I want to pick up. That's what I want to cut. Shears are always flush to the comb. Start to see that it is blending. There's no more weight or weight lines. The hair is already blending. All right, and so that pretty much finishes the shear over comb. So here is pretty much our final bases of the haircut, and now we're just going to go through. We're going to clean up the outlines with our wall detailers, and then we're going to go through the top, maybe take a little bit off on the top just to kind of blend in the sides, and then we'll show you our final style using Mr. Pompadour Natural Beeswax Paste. Okay, so now that we finished the bases of the haircut, I'm just going to go back in with my wall detailers, and we're going to trim around the outside just to kind of clean up the haircut. And then we'll trim the top and then finish it off with the Mr. Pompadour Natural Beeswax Paste. We want to cut any off the top a little bit?
Yeah,
a lot?
Yeah.
Alright, so back to the tutorial. Matching the hair from the back, from the nape area, to the hair on the parietal ridge. When I comb it down, it's all blended. As you can see, our goal was to bring Isaac's profile, instead of being out here and having that weird top shape, into a tighter profile. All right.